Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena, continuing on the Curse of the Shamans, which is just some insanely tortured relationship I've had with the Shaman class. It used to be my best, then it became my worst, then I put it on a shit list, then I've had at least 2 arena runs that I lost all 3 games to Shamans, and then I got 12 wins with Shaman, and I haven't done it with any other class since, like, Goblins versus Gnomes came out, and here we are playing Shaman. 4-1. Big game. And, of course, it's against a Shaman, because of course. Alright. Let's do it. So, I've been chatting a little bit with my viewers in the comments about Fell Reaver. I think this is just a slam dunk of a card in Arena. I think it's so difficult to mill the opponent out, and one thing that a friendly commenter pointed out, which I did not actually know, is that if you cast Fell Reaver, or sorry, if your opponent has a Fell Reaver out and you play a card and their deck is empty, they don't get milled. The effect does not cause any milling to happen. So what that means is that you might still win if they're out of cards, just because they literally have nothing that they can beat you with, but if that Fell Reaver actually ends up killing you, then they have to die to actual fatigue damage. So I think an 8/8 for 5 mana is just really good. So this Zombie Chow was spectacular for the opponent because, of course, it prevented my Novice Engineer from killing the Loot Hoarder. That can have a lot of repercussions for the game. In fact, here, he can just throw both creatures at the Dancing Swords and still come out equal because he loses the Chow. No, sorry, he comes out ahead because the Loot Hoarder trades for a card. These two trade 1-on-1, and then he gets an extra card, which is exactly what he's doing. Well, that sucks. So Zombie Chow, really good for him. That pretty much wins him the game. Like, if he wins this game, it's going to be probably because of that Zombie Chow. I have my cavalcade of 4-drops here, and I'm going to be responding to a 5/4. Well, there is one good thing about having him play a 4-drop early on, which is I can pick the appropriate response. Obviously, it's Piloted Shredder. This trades with his and lives to tell about it. The problem, of course, is this is vulnerable to Lightning Bolt and Rockbiter, which he's not super unlikely to have. Even Crackle will kill it. Oh, he doesn't have it. He has a Feral Spirit. Well, that's actually pretty good. So, oh, you motherfucker! He had a Rockbiter weapon. Oh my god. Well, that sucks. So now the Panda gets to kill this. And I'm in trouble because I can't use the Knight to finish off the Panda. God, Jesus, what is up with my luck in these games? Fuck me. I guess we'll play this and kill off the Panda with the Lightning Bolts. So this thing holds up against both wolves. He's overloaded, but Jesus. Maybe I could have played this thing. They both have the same amount of health. This thing has a buff potential, and it's high enough to kill the wolves. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I was just going to say, unless he plays a Shattered Sun Cleric. Well, had I played the Yeti, I could have actually killed this thing off. Luckily for me, though, he doesn't bother killing off my creature, which is really nice, because that allows me to silence this, and then kill this. And the Lightning Bolt, I gotta admit, is a pretty convenient top deck. We'll Lightning Bolt that, and pass the turn. The reason I Lightning Bolted the 3/2 instead of the 2/3 is, of course, that the 3/2 could have killed either of my creatures. But I really should have played the Yeti. Alright, so now Fire Elemental, moment of truth. If he's got a Fire Elemental here, he can kill a creature and probably win the game. Let's see if that's what happens. Hut. Deet. No, he has it, motherfucker. God damn it. Shamans. They always have what they need. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and kill this. Gotta hex that, much as it sucks, and play Zappo. So, he's got 6 cards and a frog. I have 4 cards. And he's up to play with a life advantage. This game is pretty much over, unless I get a really awesome Fell Reaver or something pretty soon. He had the fucking Fire Elemental. God damn it. Does he have a Forked Lightning here? He actually has a Forked Lightning! Are you goddamn kidding me? Wow, just every card, every single card he needs, he's got it. It's just like a menu of cards. Like, sir, which card would you need? Sure, no problem, we'll give you that card. No problem. Alright, well, we'll kill the frog, play that thing. Now the tiger can kill whichever one of these he wants to, and I have to play the Fire Elemental to kill the tiger. He's still up, though, after that, like, Jesus fucking Christ, 5 cards to 2. 5 cards to 3 if you... And he has a... Wow, the number of Fel Reavers I've seen lately is approaching ridiculous levels. Just truly, epically ridiculous levels. I am just... I need to think about this very carefully. Oh god, oh geez. No, I'm not trying to... Yeah, sorry, I forgot. So do I pop the Fel Reaver right now, or do I pop the Tiger? I'm gonna go ahead and trust my instincts. Let's pop the Tiger. And we're gonna hit him in the face. Bonk. There's no way that I can win on fatigue. Just no way, because this thing's gonna kill me way before fatigue sets in. Oh my god, Fel Reaver. After everything, after having the Fork Lightning and the Rock Biter and the Zombie Chow on fucking turn 1 and a Fire Elemental, he tops it all off with the Fel Reaver, which I do have. I just didn't draw it. Oh, man. So the one nice thing about Fel Reaver is if this Yeti dies, I do get the spare part, which is 1 mana, which lets me burn out 3 more cards. But it's still, whatever card I draw plus the spare part, I mean, it's still only 6 of his cards. So it's just going to be difficult to actually win to fatigue. I don't have any Lightning Storms in this deck. He's got a ton of stuff. I wonder why I didn't put the Flame Tongue next to the 1-1. Oh, because the 1-1 totem is right. It's still summoning sick. So that, I think the Echoing Ooze will copy that buff, so well played. He kills off the Fire Elemental, which is smart. It kills a better creature, and then in order for this Yeti to die, I'd have to kill the Fel Reaver itself. We have a Reincarnate. Okay, let's use that. So we'll kill this thing. Then we're going to play Reincarnate. Which burns him a little bit. It's got some nice stuff in this deck. This is actually a really good, really good card to get. I could either swap the Fel Reaver to make it a 1/8, or I could kill the Flame Tongue. Both have their... Oh, actually, the Echoing Ooze did not copy the buff. Interesting, I did not realize that would happen. Ball sacks. He has a lot of damage thanks to this Flame Tongue here. Alright, if I do this, he's got 1, 2, 3, plus 8 is 11 damage. Let me see what totem I get, I guess, first. Okay, so he's got 11 damage if I kill the Flame Tongue. That will kill me in basically 2 turns. Alright, we're going to try this. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. Because now I'm out of gas. He still has 5 cards besides what his board is, which is already a lot. And I think he can kill me before he dies to fatigue is the problem. Alright, that's pretty worthless, but they're all pretty worthless. Except for, I guess, Emergency Coolant would have been handy. Or another reversing switch, so never mind. A reversing switch to kill off the Flame Tongue would have been nice here. He's got enough damage to kill me. Easily. And a second Fire Elemental, for fuck's sake! Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm dead in like a couple of turns here. He's got 6, 9, 10. Plus 5 is enough damage to kill me. Oh wow, that +1 health is actually a big deal because I could have played this and given it +1 attack. That would have actually killed the Fire Elemental in another life. What we're going to do here is play this guy. I really have to kill the Flame Tongue Totem, I think, because that's causing me the most grief. I'm going to do this. And I think I'll actually put the blades on this. So now he's not getting milled. You see, he doesn't take any damage, which is actually going to potentially make me lose this game, because it's going to be a while before fatigue sets in. I've got tons of cards, but I'm only drawing 1 per turn. And he's got enough damage to kill me in a couple of turns. Plus another card, which could be useful. God, this Fire Elemental is really the nail in the coffin. But even without the Fire Elemental, I still would have been in really bad shape. Oh my god, do you actually have something helpful? Oh, he got a helpful one again. Fuck. Okay, so he's got 6, 7, 9 damage. Now, I could still win the game if I get removal for this Fire Elemental, which I don't. He's got 6, 8, 9 damage. Okay, well, we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta just play that thing out. Where do I send this totem? Honestly, I'm not sure it really makes a difference where I send it. This thing doesn't do him any good. Running in there doesn't do him any good. Doesn't do me any good, I don't think. So we'll run it in here. Pass the turn. Okay, if I just could clear his board, I'd be okay. Taunt is what he wants. Does he get it? He gets it, which makes it harder for me to kill off this fire elemental. I'm down to 1 health. I need board clear. I get Sea Giant. That's not gonna do it. And he's not gonna die to fatigue on his turn, so motherfucker! Jesus Christ! Ah. Shaman Curse continues. Wow, that was a close game, but Fel Reaver was just too good. No, you know what? Fel Reaver was fine. I was okay with the Fel Reaver. What I wasn't okay with is the fact that he got like 2 Fire Elementals and Fork Lightning and Rock Biter and Zombie Chow all precisely when he needed those. Oh man, I could have won that. If I had gotten my own Fel Reaver for that matter, or a Hex. No, I did have a Hex. Yeah, I had a Hex for the Fire Elemental. Right, I had the Hex. I only have 1 Hex in the deck though, so that was it. Just a little bit more. If I could have just cleared out those cards, he would have been out of juice totally, and I would have won. Man, a fucking live. Hunam the Priest. Well, 4 seems to be the lucky number of wins lately. It's pretty much, yeah, I've had 4 for Priest, 4 for Rogue, 4 for Warlock, 4 for Warrior. 4, incidentally, is the mana cost of all my cards. I don't think you want to keep anything like that and do a coin turn 3, coin or play on turn 4 sort of plan, because it's just too slow. Haven't really been seeing these cards very much. I mean, they're really great if I can play one of these guys and then put an Ancestral Spirit on him and then reincarnate him right away. That's all really cool. It's just very unlikely to work. Okay, I catch a break. Finally. Fucking finally. So he has a slow start. That's good. Now the Knife Juggler drops down unopposed, and it might be able to deal with his 3-drop. If it can, then I can play this onto an empty board, and Priests do have a difficult time killing Piloted Treaders. Okay, so we've got this Golem, which is actually really good for him here. There's really nothing I care about doing here other than just ignoring it, because he's almost certainly going to run it into my Knife Juggler. I don't want to do it for him, because then he can run the Golem into the Shredder, and that reduces the probability that the Shredder will actually survive. Okay. So here, we got to think very carefully. I could, of course, do the combo, but I'm not sure that's the right play. I think a more sensible play is just to take my time. Let's kill this Golem. And I mean, on turn 8, I can drop all 3 of these cards and just get the combo right away. There's no real rush. The Yeti can kill off my Shredder, but then I get a 2-drop, which could kill off the Yeti, and even if it doesn't, my own Yeti can kill off his Yeti. Alright, looks like he's going for a Yeti and then a heal. I get a Mana Wraith, which is a little bit irritating. That's actually, oh wow, that's really screwing up my life here. Because the Wraith doesn't die to the Yeti, but it does stop me from playing stuff. Well, I guess I could just play the Shredder. Yeah, let's just play the Shredder and not worry about it. So the Yeti, or the Mana Wraith is going to die to this Dark Cultist. But hopefully my amazing 4-drops will carry me through here. So we got a Hex to bide our time on turn 6 in case he plays something big, which is good. The Wraith, I'm assuming, will be dead. Yeah. So I might use these guys if I wish to. Okay, so that happens. Got a couple different options with that arrival. I could just play the Commander, run in to this guy, and then finish off with the Shredder. The problem is this Mechanical Yeti is tragically 1 attack less, 1 attack not enough to kill the Cultist. Obviously, if the Shredder drops back like a Direwolf Alpha, that would do it, but I don't want to count on that. I could go for the combo. I could Death Rattle this thing, and then run in. I'd get a copy of the Shredder and a copy of 2-drop. But I can't reincarnate it, really, because if I did that, it wouldn't be able to attack right away. Okay. Crap. I hate doing this, but I think this is what I have to do. Doesn't really matter, so I guess I'll throw away the one that has less health. Plus 1 health. Ah, that's interesting. I can't cast it. So now he gets to kill something with this mighty 3/5. I don't know, Hex seemed like it was going to be kind of crappy because I would have had to either leave him with the frog and throw both my guys at the cultist, but then the frog would have gotten buffed to be a 0-4 taunt, which is actually kind of annoying. Yeah, he's holding in there pretty well, actually. I thought I had it, but that Temple Enforcer was really good. Okay. Again, I don't have any lightning storms, so it's hard for me to clear off all these stupid bombs. I have to hex this guy. So we're gonna hex it, kill the frog, Ancestral Spirit, and reincarnate. And pass the turn. He's got to be a little careful. I did get this Shadow Boxer, so if he heals something while this thing is alive, it could very well kill one off one of these bombs. But he has a ton of cards. Jesus Christ. 7 cards to my 4. With an equal number of cards on the board. Granted, my cards are a little bit more durable than his, but he's got the play. And a Stormwind Champion. Okay. Makes me wish I had this on the table. That would be really nice to have had. Shit. I can't even deal with this. I've already used my Hex. Christ. Yeah, got to 4 and 1, and I was just thinking before I started this video, man, what if I lost 4 and 3? That would be so hilarious. And yeah, that's exactly what looks to be happening here. Mistress of Pain gives me some health, but that's not really what I wanted. What I wanted was something that would deal enough damage to help me kill off the Stormwind Champion. And it did not happen. Alright, that gets blown up. I get one of the worst possible things you could possibly get. Great! And he's even giving me chances by, like, making bad plays. Okay, there it is. He was almost going to let that live for some reason. And he gives it stealth. Okay. So I don't have to worry about it. Can't do anything about it anyway. Why don't we just silence this off? Then we can kill it. When you're losing, play more crap. So I'm going to make a totem and a Zappo. Don't find the Taunt Totem, which I would have liked to protect my interests. Mistress of Pain and Shadow Boxer is a good combo. Unfortunately, I'm at full health, so this thing did not get this guy to fire off. Alright, he kills my worst thing, steals a Shadow Boxer, which is a good priest card. It's a pretty clever play, I gotta admit. He still has 6 mana and a handful of cards. Shamans. You know, if I had been the first player, I think I might have been able to win this, but he got it. He got the Stormwind down before I can get the Piloted Sky Golem down, and that is what really screwed me up. So I can't kill this thing. I don't have any silences for it. The only way I can possibly win is by racing. So that is what I'm gonna try to do. I wish I had +1 attack. That would help a lot, but I can't catch any breaks. All right, so we'll just do everything that we can and then hit him in the face a whole lot. Unfortunately, he can pretty much clear my board, and I'm going to be hard-pressed to deal 7 damage because neither of these cards is actually burn. Oh, man. Ridiculous. Ridiculously terrible start to this video, I gotta say. I even had a daily quest, win 2 wins with Shaman. Get 2 wins with Shaman. Thought maybe I could get started on that. Nope, not a chance. Alright, so we're looking for the next arena run to be Warlock. And if that's not available, I can do whatever I want, except I guess I probably wouldn't do Shaman, and Paladin's been shitlisted, so yeah, that's what we have to look forward to here. He's going to kill off my most damaging creature, of course. Interesting choice. That thing is not the most damaging card. He should have killed that first to get the card first. You should always draw cards first. He's got 6 cards. The one he just top decked is a Holy Nova, because that is exactly like what he needed there. Just, you know, a little bit more, a little bit more amazing luck. Top decked Holy Nova. Alright, that was great. Well, we can concede now. There's no point in playing this. Jesus mother fucking Christ! Ladies and gentlemen, that was 20 of the most painful minutes of my life. Let's just get the reward and start a new run. Shamans, 25 dust, and shamans. I think I deserve like 6 legendaries in this pack after what I've had to endure lately. Get a golden rare, which is a little bit of extra dust. Not even a regular rare. Not satisfied. Alright, so we're falling well below the 12,500 mark that I boldly thought I could actually surpass. Here's Warlock, it's the one we needed, so let's grab it. Okay, we're starting off with trash. Let's grab the Felguard, because it's the least trashy of the trashes. Only good card there. This is really the only good card there. Mortal Coil is terrific. Hate playing Warlock without it. Ascension's awesome. Dread Infernal, very good card. I'm going to grab it. I did pass on Demon Fire, so it'd be a bit irresponsible to pass on this sort of quasi-removal here. Doomguard is terrific, and the other cards are absolute trash. Alright, so here we have a tough call. Mr. Tinkers is great. But I'm going to take another Mortal Coil, because that is just so good. Here we have Junk. We'll take the Drain Life, which is bad removal, but I find that sometimes it's better than nothing. Okay, Animal Golem I've played with. I think it's actually really bad. The Enhancer Mechano... Twisting Nether, man, this card is so much better than Light Bomb. I'll happily pay 2 extra mana just to kill everything. The Enhancer Mechano is really situational. I'm going to grab this, because nobody ever sees that coming. Alright, Floating Watcher is amazing, so we'll grab that. I learned my lesson there. Now here, I need some 2-drops, so we're going to grab the Ship's Cannon. And the Micro Machine, well, I passed on Mr. Tinkers twice. But I don't want 2 drain lives, so we'll grab the Micro Machine for some damage potential. Alright. Another great mech, but I'm going to grab the Ogre because I think that just wins games. Spider Tank's the only playable card there. Another Floating Watcher I think is better than a Stormwind Champion, so I'll take it. I'm not even going to look at Undertaker anymore. I think it's just always bad. We'll take the, let's see, Geomancer over the buff. Even though the buff is good, 2 Mortal Coils and a Drain Life make me feel like having some spell damage in the deck, especially the cheapest version, is good. Card draw is something I'm lacking, besides from my hero ability, of course, so we'll take it there. So here I can grab another Demon Fire, but I really hate this card, so we'll take a Yeti, because good 4-drops win games. This is junk. I hate this Abomination. We'll take the Swordsmith and be very angry about it. Alright, a good 2-drop or a bad removal spell. I think I'm doing okay on the removal with Dread Infernal, 2 Mortal Coils, the Drain Life, and of course the Twisting Nether. So I don't want to take these bad removal cards, we'll just take the really good 2-drop. Dark Bomb is excellent removal, so I'm glad I held out for that. And, well, Soulfire is acceptable, so I'll grab one of those. A second Floating Watcher? I think so. It's just a ridiculous card. Alright, Frostwolf Foil I don't really like, so we'll take the Voidwalker. Got enough 5-drops anyway. First here I'm going to grab, I think it's good to have some healing as a Warlock, just so that you can do more life tapping. Here, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pretty expensive cards. Do I take another early drop or a Shredder, which is an excellent 4-drop? It's a tough call. We'll grab the Shredder, but that could be a mistake. Wow, another Floating Watcher. I think I'd be a bit greedy. I actually got to consider Sense Demons here, honestly. Got Voidwalker, the Felguard, which isn't great, but I have 3 Floating Watchers, so I'm going to grab this just for some extra card advantage. So many mechs, and unfortunately, no Mr. Tinkers. If I had known this was all coming, I would have taken him over the whatever I took, Mortal Coil. Here, I think I will, even though the Golem's good, I will take the Gnome as an extra 1-drop. It's nice to have. And Bomb Lobber is obviously good, so that's that. Okay, I don't know. Hell if I know what a good Warlock deck is. I always do badly with Warlock. Since Goblins versus Gnomes came out, my best Warlock is 8, and then it drops off there to 5, 4, and then 1. So we'll just play and hope that I've dunked my head enough times into the karma shit pot that some good luck floats my way and we can actually win some games. Alright, let's do this thing. Doobie doobie doo. Alright, here we go. We got a priest. Onslaught. Very nice dramatic name. Wonderful. We got a 2-drop. I really don't want to play Soulfire early, like, ever. So I'm actually going to mulligan it. There's enough early plays in this deck that I'm okay with mulliganing that. And we have a Cavalcade of 2-drops, which is both good and bad. It's bad being the first player with 3 2-drops because you can't coin one out on turn 1, so you end up spending your mana inefficiently. Either you play a 2-drop on turn 3, which is underpowered, or you play 2 of them on turn 4, which is honestly probably also likely to be overpowered. However, the good thing about it is you can sort of decide which one you want to play. Oh, another one? Shit. I don't have any pirates either. Depending on the circumstances. So, if he does nothing, I'd probably play Loot Hoarder to stymie his draws, but if he plays something that will kill it, then I'll, like, play a Stalker. I could also play Micro Machine and try to go aggressive. Let's try this out. Let's try that. It's a little bit more aggressive than playing Loot Hoarder, but I mean, this is a Warlock. I should probably try to be somewhat aggressive. What I'm really hoping here is that this eats a removal card like Shadow Word Pain or Holy Smite because he's so afraid of it, instead of him actually playing a creature himself. Well, he's combining into a 3-drop. Let's see what it is. Probably something that this can't kill. And indeed, it cannot kill an Imp Master. That's annoying because the Imp Master plus the Imp will kill the Micro Machine. Then again, Loot Hoarder wouldn't have done very well against it either. Ah, Farseer, that's good. So, if I heal this up, I'm sort of wasting its potential. Shoot, I really don't want to waste the potential of this. Is it worth it? Let's see, I could kill off the little imp and heal this, and then the Imp Master can't kill this thing off. Let's try it. Right, let's press our advantage. So now he's got to do something to kill this. I have a 4-2 and a 3-3, so he's got to do something good. And he coined into a not exactly perfect response to this thing on turn 2, so he might not really have a good answer to the Imp Master. If I can keep the board relatively clear, which is a little bit of a challenge because he's going to be popping out imps, I can look forward to this on turn 5 and be pretty assured of its results. Alright, he goes up a card. Interesting choice. I don't know why he wouldn't just heal this. I guess this does give it an extra health. But the problem is it's still going to die to the Micro Machine, so I don't know why he did that. He should have just healed it, drawn a card that way, and saved Power Word Shield for something else. Does he have a way to deal 1 damage? Is there an Elven Archer back here? Oh, okay. Well, I don't entirely understand that play, but there it is. So, here we go. We'll kill that. I think I could kill this thing, but the thing is, yeah, I'm gonna kill it before he heals it up and gets extra imps out of it. It does suck that he's gonna get to kill my guy with his imp, but so be it. We got 5 damage through, and now he's got 6 cards to my soon-to-be 6. So I've got a little bit of a board lead, and this is a pretty good response to most 4-drops, especially if I'm willing to throw away another creature for it. Alright, that is fine. So do we play the Bomb Lobber and see what pops out, or do we kill it and then Bomb Lobber what pops out? I think it makes sense to play this first, because he could get something junky I could kill without actually losing a creature. Alright, we got a sheep, which is not my favorite thing to see here, but that's okay. So we'll pop the sheep, 2 of my creatures do live, and then that happens. Alright, not the greatest outcome for me. He got a little bit lucky there, but what is good is that next turn I can just drop a whole bunch of these things, which all survive Holy Nova. The priest's pretty much only mass removal, other than Light Bomb, but I'm pretty okay with that as well. These 2 things live. This thing. Actually, Light Bomb against these 3 is the exact same thing as Holy Nova, because it leaves these 2 with 1 health and it kills this. So whatever. And Light Bomb is equivalent as Holy Nova to these guys. So whatever, I don't care. The point is I can play all of these things and have a big board, and then my health is at full, so I can life tap a lot to get ahead on cards and hopefully draw into some of my big winners shortly. Also, card-wise, 6/6 is pretty good. Alright, Spectral Knight's a good card because like, these guys don't kill it. However, you can't heal it either, so it's both good and bad. Alright, so we're definitely going to play Loot Hoarder, definitely going to play the Stalker. The question is, do I play the Voidwalker to get in this guy's way? I don't really see the point of that. Let's just play that cannon and then hit him in the face a little bit more. I do have a Soulfire in here, and I think I was forced to take a Power Overwhelming. No, I think I just took Soulfire instead. I do have a Soulfire and a Dark Bomb in this, and a Doomguard in this deck, and a Dread Infernal, all of which do some burn, so if I can get him down any lower, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble, starting rather soon. He wants a Holy Nova here. He could run into the ship's cannon, and then play Holy Nova. The Holy Nova would heal this and kill off most of my creatures. But it would be his entire turn, and I'd get a card for this thing would live. And then I could, you know, life tap and still throw a bunch more stuff down. Does he have a Holy Nova? I have a feeling he does. That was the move you'd make if you had a Holy Nova, because these two guys died a Holy Nova anyway, and the ship's cannon did not. Don't know why he's thinking so long. It kind of makes me wonder if he doesn't have a Holy Nova, because if he had one, he would just play it, obviously, here. No, he plays a heal bot, so he doesn't have the Holy Nova, but he does sort of diminish my chances of being able to burn him out, so that's unfortunate. Okay, should we life tap on this turn? I think so, because I don't want to play the Geomancer until it's time, so let's life tap. Ah, Floating Watcher. Well, I'm going to save that. I don't want to play that if I'm not life tapping on right away. So we'll do this and this. Then we'll kill that. I made a small mistake. I didn't draw my card for the Loot Hoarder first. Doesn't matter. I wouldn't have used it. Hit him in his fat face. Okay, so he's got 6 cards to my 6. I've got a 6/6, which is going to grow more coming down. I could make a weird tech play against this priest. I could life tap first and then play the Watcher, because he might have a harder time killing a 4/4 than a 6/6, but because of Shadow Word Death. But I'm not going to do that. I don't think. I think it's better just to get the goods out right away. Okay, Mortal Coil. This is interesting. Unfortunately, Mortal Coil, even with spell damage, won't kill this ogre because I'd have to deal 5 damage to it. I'd have to throw 2 guys at it. 5, 7. So I might as well just throw these 2 guys in Mortal Coil if that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's draw the card. I could also use Soulfire, but I'll save that for later. So let's draw a card. That way. And then see what we get for our spare part this way. I can actually save the Mortal Coil for later and use this, which is really not as good as the Mortal Coil is. So yes, I will do this then. Kill the ogre and hit him in this fat face. Okay, so now he, assuming, let's say he has Shadow Word Death, he'll have 5 mana and 6 cards left. Yeah, I'd say he's actually in pretty good shape here. That ogre was pretty good for him. I could have ignored it and just started racing, but that would have been risky too, because if you could clear my board, then that ogre would just wreak havoc. Maybe that's what I should have done, because I feel like I'm in pretty bad shape here with 6 cards to 7 if he has a Shadow Word Death. Okay, can still play Shadow Word Death. Does he? Oh my god, does he maybe just not actually have Shadow Word Death? That would be amazing. Boy. Oh, he doesn't actually have Shadow Word Death. That is remarkable. He just has a bunch of crappos. Alright, wonderful. So, do I want to use the life tap ability on this here? I don't think I actually do. I think we'll just kill it. And then play Ogre and Spider Tank. And hit him in the face. So I could have tried to protect it by life tapping there, but I think it's better just to get a minion down than to hold out hope for this Floating Watcher. One other nice thing is that he still has to work for it a bit, because this Voidwalker will take up both of these guys' attacks, so he's got to work for it either way. Figured it's worth it for me to get the better creature down than to try to protect this one. Okay, so his previous turn was very weak. He had no Shadow Word Death. No way of killing this in general, so I was able to, he just played a bunch of crap. So that was good for me. Does he have any way of getting past this Voidwalker? That's what I want to know. I also have 2 more Floating Watchers back here, so it's, you know, not super unlikely that I'm going to get them, especially because I also have a Sense Demons to find them. He does have Holy Nova, alright. So this ogre's still here. Will not die to mortal... This thing won't die to Mortal Coil plus spell damage, so I can't use Mortal Coil at the moment. And Handsome Mechano is hoping for a Divine Shield. Actually gets one on the one who hasn't attacked. Did he... Oh no, he did attack. Right, because he attacked... No. Did he forget to attack? Oh my god, am I going crazy here? I had a Voidwalker, right? He attacked it. He Holy Nova'd. I don't think this thing ever attacked. I really don't think it did. Okay, well, anyway. So, let's draw our card here. Wait, first. Ha ha ha. First, always attack. So, we'll do that. And we'll Mortal Coil. There's another Mortal Coil. Ah, this thing's got 3 health. It's very annoying. So let's life tap then. Ascension's a good draw here. I could Mortal Coil without getting the card and then throw the Spider Tank at this guy. But I'm not going to do that. We'll just hit him in the face. So he has 5 cards to my 7. I can life tap somewhat freely because I've got 22 health. And I've got an Ogre that he needs to deal with. Does he have Shadow Madness here? Ah, no. Very well played. So he gets to pop the Divine Shield to kill my Ascension with that spare part. That came from my own Yeti. However, the good news here is that the Spider Tank is ready to kill the Trog, and then I could still get this 2 damage Mortal Coil on something and maybe kill it. And of course there's still an Ogre here, which is good, because that'll kill most of his drops. Farseer is actually kind of annoying. Kills the Ogre, survives Mortal Coil. That's annoying. Alright, that'll do it for him. We got a Doomguard. So Soulfire, Doomguard, not the greatest of combos. Can I win? Let's see. We have 6, 9, 11, 16. Even if Doomguard doesn't get thrown away, 21 damage, not enough. So, what's the best way to do things? I think you play the Yeti. And then, let's see what gets thrown out. I'm hoping it is the Mortal Coil rather than the Doomguard. If I lose the Doomguard, that sucks too. Then I'll life tap and see what happens. Okay, I do lose the Mortal Coil. So in that case, we'll play the Doomguard, which is a 5/7 charger for 5. With no penalties, it's not too bad. Hit him a whole bunch. If he gets Mind Control, he can steal this, and then attack with it right away because it has charge, and kill the Ogre or the Yeti, his choice. And then it'd be a little bit of a dicey situation because I have 6 damage here. I could have gotten him down to 7. I can draw 2 cards, one normally, one with life tap. Yeah, it would have been dicey, but he healed himself, so he clearly doesn't have it. Does he have anything? Hot hike. Do all the sports? Come on. Oh, he's got another Farseer. Did a lot of healing. Didn't he? 2 Farseers and an Antique Killbot? Okay, looks like we're good to go here. Just in case I did the math wrong, let's drain life, and then attack, attack, attack. Well played. I actually did need the drain life, though, didn't I? Because that dealt 3 damage with spell damage, and he got down to 0 exactly. He would have been at -2 if the Geomancer had attacked, so he would have been at +1 if I hadn't had drain life. Okay. That was a good start. I was lucky the priest didn't have Shadow or Death or Mind Control, which is good. I should get lucky sometimes, shouldn't I? I mean, shouldn't I? So that's my lucky win. Hopefully there's at least 6 more of those, and then I'll be in a great mood, although we're only going to have time to do 1 more game in this video, probably. Oh man, I'm really sad I didn't get Mr. Tinkers, because I ended up with a ton of mechs. That would have been a nice feather in my cap, but I am glad to have Mortal Coil, so it's hard to say. LeBrute, haven't seen a lot of mages in a while. Pretty awful opening hand. I am actually going to mulligan that Master Swordsmith. It is so bad. I am willing to risk having nothing in exchange for a better chance at having something. And okay, it pays off. That extra mulligan gives me a 2-drop that isn't horrific. Alright, Mortal Coil. Not necessarily a bad card early on. Could definitely see use. And Yeah, I'm just hoping she passes the turn here, so I can just play the ship's cannon in relative peace. Fuck. Not a chance. Something that dies to Mortal Coil? Nope, something that doesn't get targeted at all. Alright, so the ship's cannon dies to Fairy Dragon. Really sucks that this guy came a turn late, because if I could have played him on turn 1, she would have had to ping it. She would have coin pinged it, so that it wouldn't just kill the Fairy Dragon. Then I would have played this onto an empty board. It would have been a totally different game. Ah, it's too bad. Too bad indeed. And this could have been, what, like some good 4-drop, right? So now I wish I had that 4-drop, because this would have been handy. She sneaks through 3 extra damage, which is a move I'm generally not a fan of, especially if I did have a pirate. I mean, it could kill the Fairy Dragon. Geomancer, Mortal Coil would be lovely, but this thing is not targetable, so we let her have the 3 extra damage. And we play a really good 3-drop. Okay, now we're looking forward to what? Geomancer, Clockwork Gnome, Mortal Coil? Not that likely that it's going to kill her 3-drop here, but she plays nothing. Okay, great. So we can do something a little bit different here. I can life tap and play Geomancer to go up a card, which isn't a bad plan since she went up a card on me. Okay, Bomb Lobber. It's good to see. We'll just play that preemptively, so I don't give her something that gets pinged to death. The Bomb Lobber's tricky because I don't have enough mana left over to finish the enemy off with Coil or Soulfire. But then again, there are some 4-drops this will just kill outright. So let's see what she plays before we worry about it. Alright, Showwind Yeti. Alright. I've got a couple different options here. I could run the tank in and a Mortal Coil, but the problem is then I've got nothing to do with my mana unless I top deck something. So I think this is the time to use your Soulfire. Just suck it up and use the Soulfire. We lose Dread Infernal, which is a little bit unfortunate. I'll life tap. Floating Watcher. Okay, we got this guy that we can drop now and hit her in the face for 5. So she's got 8 cards to my 7. If she pings this, I still have 7 because I get a spare part. This Geomancer's hanging out. Hoping I can use the Bomb Lobber this turn. Now I can do Bomb Lobber plus Mortal Coil. That's a total of 6 damage. So I could definitely kill a lot of 5-drops. Not, you know, Spectral Knight, because it can't be targeted by Mortal Coil, but a decent number. And I can always throw the Clockwork Gnome at the creature if I need to. It doesn't seem likely that I would play Floating Watcher on this turn. This does not look good. Usually when someone plays a Sorcerer's Apprentice on turn 5, it's because they're about to play a spell that will ruin your life. Let's see it. Let's see it. It's an Arcane Explosion. Ouch. That really sucks because that leaves her with enough mana to ping off the Geomancer. Yep, it ruined my life. That was just unbelievably terrible. So now the Mortal Coil doesn't kill this thing off quite like I was hoping. We're going to do the Bomb Lobber for some card advantage. Hit her in her fat face. And I'm not going to play the Rusty Horn because I don't know necessarily that I want either of these to have taunts. So she has 7 cards to my 7, but I do regret now this Mortal Coil. If it had been Mr. Tinkers, I could have actually gotten a spare part in a 4/4 for 3 mana. Yeah, that could actually cost me the game. I do have some removal here, and here and here. Alright, that's a pretty good card for her, because of course these guys don't take it down. Alright, if I play the Floating Watcher in Mortal Coil, it's just not good. I'd rather just spend more of my mana, because this thing will die to Frostbolt and a whole bunch of stuff, so I'd rather... Wait, let's do this correctly. I'd rather, you know, use it more of my mana here, get the card, and put a bigger creature down. Save this for later. Alright, there's the Farseer, which is nice. I can use that to heal myself and get some extra life taps going. Got a Rusty Horn for the Ogre. Of course, Fireball or Polymorph will bring this down. I guess you could say I could have played this to try to test the waters for Polymorph and Fireball, but with so many cards, the risk of her having like a Frostbolt or a Flamethrower or something, it just was unpalatable. Is she going to ping this off? I hope she does. That would mean I get a free hand here just to play this, Life Tap, and Rusty Horn. But it looks like she has something better to do, which is okay, because then it means I get to keep my sheep. Oh, the Sorcerer's Apprentice Arcane Explosion combo. Giving her the extra mana to ping away my Geomancer was brutal. Okay, well anyway, 7 cards. She plays a really terrible card. Wow, I'm kind of surprised by that. Fine. So do we do the Floating Watcher shenanigans here? There's a cost to that. If I do the Floating Watcher, I can hit this, but then I can't heal this thing back up. I am going to take a... Well, hang on. If I play this and I don't life tap, then a Flame Strike kills everything. Fuck. Okay, well, alright. Then we're going to do this, and I will life tap here to grow it up. Okay. So we kill that off. We hit her with the sheep. And I will go ahead and give this thing taunt. So if she has a second polymorph or a fireball, she can kill it. But I think it's worth it to use up a mana that was otherwise going to get wasted. We have 5 points of healing here, so I'm pretty safe life tapping. I survive Flame Strike. She has 7 cards, which is always a scary number of cards for Mage to have. But on the other hand, she's also a little bit low on health. If I can life tap and hit her for 8, she's down to 7, down to 5, down to 3. So she's getting down there. I've already used Soulfire, but I still have the Doom Guard. I can't remember if I have any charged creatures besides this guy. I don't think I actually do. I don't think I have any Wolf Riders. Yeah. Okay, no Flame Strike here. Is she gonna fireball this? That's the question of the day, question of the hour, question of the century. Here goes. If she fireballs this, I have pretty much nothing but junk to play. And this sheep will only carry me so far. This hero sheep. This rocket still hasn't exploded? Do you make more sparks fly if you actually like move your mouse? Oh my god, Hobgoblin, that's never a good sign. No, it's never a good sign. Okay. So we gotta think really carefully about our choices. Let's life tap first. I'm definitely doing that, no matter what else happens. Master Swordsmith, back in action. So again, I got 8, 10, 12 damage here. But I'm going to hedge my bets. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit her in the face with that guy. But I will not hit her in the face with that knight. I'm going to Mortal Coil it up over here. Get a card. Alright, we got another Floating Watcher. Okay, we're going to hit her in the face with the sheep, because why not? And think. Micro Machine. Everything dies to Flame Strike. We're going to go for the Loot Hoarder because it gives me a card, which gives me a greater chance of finding Doomguard or Sense Demons, which could get me a Doomguard to finish her off with. She didn't have a kill for this thing last turn, so this is a bit of a threat. Does she have an answer now? If she does, this Mega Demolisher will get to kill off my Knight. And then I could be in a little bit of trouble. I could just run out of steam right before I finish her off, because the 6 health does not die to Doomguard. Granted, it'll die to Drain Life. So, she's in a bit of a pickle. She does have to clear my board, and I have to not get Doomguard. And she needs to have healing to, like, win. She's got the Flame Strike to clear my board with. Oh, Twisting Nether. That could be a nice catch-up card. She pings that, and then with the Demolisher, she kills it. Now, that wasn't ideal for her because it does leave her with nothing. Alright, hang on a minute. Drain Life plus Dark Bomb equals 5 damage. Ouch. Alright, we'll go ahead then and just do this. Alright, so had I life tapped first, still couldn't, no, if I had life tapped first before playing this, like, I could have killed her with a Doomguard and one of these things. But as it is, that's okay. We'll just play that. We're threatening the kill on the board. We're also threatening the kill in hand. I can play Dark Bomb and Drain Life for 5 damage, and then the Doomguard for 5 more. It's 10 damage, so she'd have to clear this out and have Taunt, or a massive life gain to not lose. And even if she does somehow do all of that stuff, I still have Twisting Nether to catch back up at some point, which no one ever sees coming. Alright, the Bomb Lobber does not kill off the Farseer, which I'm not sure if she was hoping for that or not. Alright, if she's going to actually ping this, she's in a little bit of a desperate situation. She needs to Frostbolt this. Does she can't Frostbolt anymore. Does she have a Mirror Image? She doesn't. Alright, well played. I can kill her in a variety of ways here. Let's just keep it simple. Good chunk. Alright, well that'll do it for this video, folks. Thanks for watching the Shaman Curse continue. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and or subscribe. If you didn't, please like and or subscribe anyway. Just pretend that you did. I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.